fearful thing to lead this great peaceful people into war, into the most terrible and disastrous of all wars. Civilization itself seeming to be in the balance, but the right is more precious than peace, and we shall fight for the things which we have always carried nearest our hearts, for democracy, for the right of those who submit to authority to have a voice in their own governments, for the rights and liberties of small nations, for universal dominion of right by such a concert of free peoples as shall bring peace and safety to all nations, and make the world itself at last free. To such a task we can dedicate our lives and our fortunes, everything that we are and everything that we have, with the pride of those who know that the day has come when America is privileged to spend her blood and her might for the principles that gave her birth and happiness, and the peace which she has treasured. God helping her, she can do no other.
April 2nd, 1917. A date which by itself may seem insignificant to most, but to us, to you, it should mean everything. This was the day that we entered into the First World War. The war that would forever after shape our society, our government, our military, us. It was during this war that the world was plunged into a hell like none it had ever before seen. New inventions and a surge in innovation. It was never easy, but no one said it would be. We began by flying around on borrowed wings, and almost always to our doom, filling the holes left by the dead every evening. We faced overwhelming odds and strategies that were seeing the light of day for the first time in history. Wings, groups, squadrons, flights, dogfighting, and a war of intelligence and attrition unlike any before it. Did we ever falter? Did we ever fail? Of course we did. But we never quit. We persisted through the adversity, and through this renaissance of chivalry, of man-to-man combat, we prevailed as knights of that wild blue yonder. Not only defeating our enemies and taking the skies for ourselves, but then keeping them. Through fire and smoke, steel and blood, we showed the world that we meant something. This war, this ungodly conflict, this was where we came from, and this is why we must never forget, as we will never go any further without acknowledging where we came from.